We've recently lost £1,500 to a tradesman. We paid a deposit to secure the date and order the materials. The tradesperson kept pushing the date back and back. Since then, he was outed on social media, and he owed a lot of people. He was doing this to exactly the same, lots of other people, and it amounted to about £50,000. He's since liquidated the company, which I understand he's got no personal liability.
Oh, no.
It's a limited company.
Yep.
The sort of the avenue that I'm sort of going to hopefully go down is because he told us that he'd ordered all the materials to start the work. So say potentially he told us he'd ordered it and he was going to start the work on Monday, but on Friday we contacted the store and he'd not even purchased or ordered the materials. So he just had no intention to do the work. So that was my question. What can we do? I know he's liquidated the company, but because he had no intention to do the work, have we got any legs to stand on?
Well, you have. If you can prove he never had any intention of doing the work, you can sue him for the tort of deceit. You can possibly sue him personally. But that's a really tricky claim because you're going to have to prove that he was acting in a personal capacity, not in a corporate capacity.
Right.
I'll tell you what you could argue. I'm thinking of this on the hoof a little bit. Conspiracy to injure. He, as an individual, conspired with his limited company, because conspiracy requires two people, to injure you financially. And that's a claim that has legs. However, I hate to say this, I said this over 30 quid before, that it's not worth suing. This is a really complicated and expensive claim to run, claims of deceit or conspiracy, and the costs involved will be way more than the £1,500 at issue.
Okay.
Rhys.
We paid initially £1,100 into his business account and then £400 into his personal account because he said his business account got closed for whatever reason. So we have actually paid £400 straight into his personal account.
Well, that's interesting. You might be able to get that back on the basis of, lawyers call it monies had and received, which is money was given to him when he wasn't entitled to it because it was actually money for his company. And you might be able to, so if you're going to sue him for £1,500 for the tort of deceit and for conspiracy to injure, and also sue him in the alternative for £400 for, it's called monies had and received. It's a really archaic phrase. The other thing you might want to think about is seeing if the police will be interested, which they won't be, or bringing a private prosecution for some form of deception offence or theft offence.
Right, okay. Perfect.
All right, and private prosecutions can carry with them a financial penalty, so a reimbursement of your losses. If you bring a private prosecution, there's every possibility he'll come to you and say, tell you what, if I give you the money back, will you drop the private prosecution?